Hi, my name is Trinity. I read tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Sagittarius for February 2022. Before we get into that, just some general things out of the way. All the decks I used are going to be listed down in the description below. Black Lives Matter and End Asian Hate donations are linked down below as well. If you can think of any other causes and things like that that should be linked, go ahead and let me know and I will add them. And then my social medias, so my TikTok and my Instagram will be linked down below as well. Yeah, I think that's about it. So let's just dive right on into it. This is, again, just going to be a general for this month. So where is Sagittarius now? Okay, so for where you're at right now, you got the Five of Swords in reverse. So the Five of Swords in the upright is all about tension, conflict, arguments, verbal altercations. When I think of the Five of Swords, I think of like saying something that you know is going to hurt somebody for the express purpose of hurting them, you know? Kind of like petty arguments like that. So with that being in the reverse though, I feel like there's conflict and like a tense energy, but like a withholding of just actually having that conflict and saying the things. It's like bottling it up and keeping it in and just getting more and more angry. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, what does Sag need to know? There's a lot of cards there. Okay, so for what you need to know, you got the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is a very nurturing, open, sentimental, emotional kind of energy. Can be moody, kind of shifting, you know, inconstant, like the tide. Yeah, just very emotional. So this is interesting. This could be an energy that you're stepping into, you know, becoming more in touch with your emotional side. Also expressing emotion more, but the Queen of Cups is interesting because she is about emotionality. I don't think emotionality is a word, but she's about being emotional and all of this, but also she is one of the only, I think she is the only one with a lid on her cup in the Suit of Cups. So she's also one of the only ones that withholds that emotional and sentimental kind of stuff when need be. So that's also interesting with this Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Most likely outcome. Just right past my face. Okay. Okay, your most likely outcome is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So, the Seven of Pentacles is all about, like planting the seeds, obviously, as this one is literally planting seeds. Planting the seeds, for the, you know, goals and things that you want to make happen in the future. With it being in the reverse, it feels like hesitation, procrastination, not doing the things that you know you need to be doing, which is fine. We all have those months. Fuck, that was me last month. I was so stressed I didn't even do any of the fire sign readings for January, so sorry about that. But yeah, you know, we all have those months, we all have those times, and it's okay to take a break if you need to. Yeah. Okay, let's get 2 clarifiers for the 5 of Swords. Okay, so for your first card, you got the Devil reversed. So, in the upright, the Devil is all about the things that bind us, like addiction. It can be about depression, sexuality, toxic cycles, toxic relationships, things like that, mental health issues. Yeah, with it being in the reverse, it's kind of like breaking the bonds and taking that power and control back for yourself, which I enjoy. You know, maybe this 5 of Swords and saying things that you regret saying is a cycle that you've been wanting to break or something like that. And I think that's fantastic for you. I think that's great. I always love to see the Devil in reverse. As further clarification, you got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So the Ace of Cups in the upright is new opportunities, generally in situations involving love, romance, self-love, things like that. New beginnings, you know, with it being in the reverse, I feel like there is a stagnation of new beginnings. And I feel like there's a stagnation of you giving yourself self-love. I feel almost like you're not giving yourself kind of the recognition you deserve, because you are in this 5 of Swords energy. There is conflict, there is tension, there are things you want to say and you are not saying them, and you do seem to be disrupting a sort of cycle that was there, but there's no like emotional reaction from you for that. And that's something you should be proud of. You know, if you have a tendency to go overboard and say things that don't need to be said in certain situations in defense of yourself or because you feel attacked or something like that, and you're working on, you know, calming down and not jumping and taking the nuclear approach every time, I think that's a good thing, you know? I think you should have a little more pride and a little more love for yourself, and that, yeah. Let's get 2 for the Queen of Cups, please. Okay. Okay, so for your first clarifier for the Queen of Cups, you got the 8 of Wands, which is all about things moving at exponential speed, going very fast, which is interesting given that it's the Queen of Cups. It could just it could be you like opening up quicker and kind of like being a little more fast to allow yourself to take an emotional approach or be sentimental with something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure on what that one means. Your further clarification, you got the Hanged Man, which is all about surrendering to the situations that you're in. It's about epiphanies, that's the word, realizations, seeing the big picture, change of perspective, things like that. And that's kind of why I am saying I feel like you're going to be quicker to allowing your emotional side to kind of, your emotional and compassionate, loving side to kind of take the wheel instead of, you know, going straight into the self-defense and the warrior type mode. But also, like, I'm not fully sure yet, because that is a little strange to me. Let's get 2 for the 7 of Pentacles. Yeesh. Okay. Your first card for the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, you got the 2 of Pentacles, which is all about balance, you know, balancing work life, social life, school, if you are doing that as well, your needs and somebody else's, what you want and what you need, things like that. Yeah, it's just about trying to find balance. And, you know, with this 7 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like that is something that you kind of do need to focus on doing. Obviously, there's goals that you want to be achieving, there's things that you want to be doing and steps that you aren't taking to be doing that yet. And I feel like it's because you haven't really taken the time to figure out what you need to be prioritizing. And then as further clarification, you got the King of Pentacles, which is honestly the best card to get right after that, with what I was saying, because the King of Pentacles is very stable, very grounded, practical, is the man with a plan. He is, like, when I think of the King of Pentacles, I think of like a businessman that like has like his Roth IRA and his 401k and like a golden nest egg and like a sports car that he never drives or something like that. You know, I think of somebody who has put in those steps and put in those times, and has put in that time and has prioritized what he needs to be able to fulfill what he wants and what he wants to get from the effort and the time he is putting into this. So I think that is great. I love that you are getting that. Yeah. I feel like that's an energy you're coming into. It could be somebody else in your life that is King of Pentacles energy, but I feel like it's one you're coming into, and I prefer thinking that personally. Okay, let's get a clarifier for the Devil in reverse. Pretty please. Okay. For the Devil in reverse, you got the 7 of Pentacles upright. So again, we know what the 7 of Pentacles is about. It's about you know, putting in the work to start yourself out on a journey, planting those seeds, doing the research, doing, you know, the small steps that are at the beginning of you making something happen, of you taking a journey, of you creating something, birthing something, achieving a goal, something like that, you know? Clarifier for the Ace of Cups. Did I actually say anything about the Devil in reverse? Well, I mean, I feel, you know, the Devil in reverse is obviously about breaking cycles and stuff like that. And if you have a cycle of procrastinating, oh my god, if I could speak, then, you know, you could be breaking that kind of cycle within yourself as well. Oh, it could also, you know, 5 of Swords, it might not even have anything to do with, like, anyone else in your life. It could just be negative self-talk, you know, which is also a very hard cycle to break. It's very tough. It's hard to not be a dick to yourself, but I think you could benefit from it. Okay, as further clarification, as clarifier for the Ace of Cups in reverse, you got the 4 of Swords in reverse. So the 4 of Swords is all about rest, relaxation, taking time to recuperate, give your body what it needs. With it being in the reverse, you are not doing that. You are not taking the time that you need. You are not allowing yourself space and time to recover. Even if you don't think there's anything you need to recover from, or you feel like you already have, it seems like there's some time that needs to be taken to really allow this situation to heal. allow these feelings to heal too, you know. Can we get a clarifier on the Eight of Wands? Okay, so for the Eight of Wands, you got the Devil in the upright, which is interesting. So, okay, this might be a little weird. Follow me here. Eight of Wands and the Devil is giving quick impulse reactions that are solely based off, like, the things that perpetuate those cycles for you. So, like, snappy comebacks, things like that. That's what I'm getting with that. Those two together is making me feel like you're having to combat this urge to, you know, just very quickly jump into defending yourself, or quickly giving into those kind of cycles that you don't want to give into, or something like that. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, one for the Hangman, please. There's many more than one. Okay. So for the Hangman, you got the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is all about our fears, the things that we allow to kind of blind us to our power and our agency in situations. And with you having a Hanged Man, I feel like you're gonna kind of take off that blindfold and kind of see where you're keeping yourself stuck in situations. Especially in regard to these cycles that you're trying to break and get out of. Clarifier for the Two of Pentacles. Okay. For the Two of Pentacles, you got the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a very stable knight. It's one of the most stable, reliable knights in the Rider-Waite Tarot. He's very slow moving though. He does not come in quick. So this balance that you're trying to find, this prioritizing of the things that you need and want to do, it may take you a while to figure out what exactly needs to be at the top of that list, what needs to be at the bottom, all this. I don't see that it's going to be something quick, something easy for you to figure out, but I do think that you are going to. One for the King of Pentacles. I do kind of love that though. Okay. And for the King of Pentacles, you got the Five of Cups reversed. So the Five of Cups is all about, well, it's about grief, and it's about discontentment and sadness, and yeah. Yeah, it's about looking a little bit too much on the negative side of things, and with that being in reverse, I feel like, you know, you're going to be focusing more on being grateful for what you do still have in your life. And that's a tough thing to do sometimes, but I have faith in you. You can do it. And I see that you are going to be with this King of Pentacles and that clarifying it, obviously. Okay, let's get our final clarifications for where Sag is now. Oh. Hello. Okay. So for where you're at, you got the Hanged Man again. So, yeah, just see you having some epiphanies, some bigger perspective, bigger picture type of thinking, kind of not limited to yourself, or trying not to limit things to just yourself and how you see things, you know? Let's get a clarifier for what Sag needs to know. So for what you need to know, you got the Hermit, the alien in the stack. So the Hermit is all about self-reflection. It's about introspection, taking time to yourself and really just like thinking about things and reflecting on why you act and react the way that you do to things, and like working through the trauma that, you know, we all have trauma. Don't act like you don't, okay? Everybody does. It makes us all the way we are, obviously. Everybody's traumatized in some way, even if it's just like, oh, I got into a car accident when I was like 7 and now I'm scared of cars forever. Like, that's fucking trauma. It's all the same shit. It's not all the same, but like, you get what I'm saying. We all have something and we all react from that in different ways. And I think you need to do a little reflection on things that have happened in your life and in your past, and how that affects how you are now, and why that affects how you are now. Final clarifier for the most likely outcome. You got the Knight of Pentacles again. So again, this is going to be slow and steady work, but eventually I do feel like you are going to come into a place where you are, you know, able to look on the side of things where you can see what you're grateful for and what you still have, and you aren't reacting from, you know, a place of hurt and hurting others, and you can see how you are holding yourself back. You know, I really feel like you're gonna be focusing on working on yourself, and I really love that for you. I really think that's a fantastic thing to be doing. Yeah, but that's all I have for you for this month, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it was able to help you. And if you have any comments or critiques, you can go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. Thank you so much. Bye.